Boris, what did the Action Living Lab consist of?
Well, basically, we've invited two parties, the two main parties that contribute to the term InduCCI, meaning industry and culture and creative industries. And we tried to find a group of people that would be in a number where they could really work good together and be from various spectrums, as well from the industry part and the CCI part. And we chose this amazing location here to really find a place that inspires and that helps to develop new energies, maybe even new pictures, being it pictures from the past and ideas from the future that could find a place where people could really think in a new way. And that's what basically all the methods and work pieces of this workshop consist of, to build a flow throughout the day where industry and CCI can meet on a new leveled ground, as we like to call it.
Okay, and how did you attract CCI to take part in this action?
Well, that's a good question. I think we may just we've may been very polite or inviting. I don't know. Probably you would have to ask them or the members of the group why they turned up or showed up for this workshop. But as we see in the development and in the course of this day, I think one answer would be to really to have a sense of curiosity for the respective other party and partners to try to conceive what industry actors are thinking, and the way they process thoughts and plans and methods is really quite interesting to get to know each other and try to understand one another on a new level. That's basically, I hope that was the main attractor.
With this action, how did you contribute to the economic and social improvement of your region?
I think it's one of the questions where future could tell what worked out and what not. But I think what this place can offer and the history of this place, which we presented and took into consideration for the whole setup of the workshop, I think it has a lot to do with identity in its core, because this place is so connected through histories and times where always creativity played a crucial role for all further developments in the industrial history of this region. And I hope also, because we have people here that were part of the last people that worked actually in this plant, that we can transport times and bits of history and put it into context that they are relevant for today, because the questions are still relevant for today and for the future development of this region. Like, how can we keep a Chemnitz an industrial region? What kind of creativity and input and change and fuel for transformation do we need? So that's the overall framework of the InduCCI project and of the Living Lab in special. So I hope it contributes on a level where we can see that this Living Lab approach in the pilot stage will lead to a concept of living labs, or a living lab as a space where this new leveled ground and meeting on an eye level becomes regular and a term of innovation and a concept that will be accepted and used very well here in the region.
Okay. Thinking of organizing the Living Lab, which competency thought by you must be available on the part of the CCI, which are connected with the entrepreneurs?
Well, I think that also counts for all levels and all relationships that you build between people. You have to be open-minded and welcoming to the thoughts and ideas of the respective other. I think that's mainly the main ingredients. Like, be open and really carefully listen what the others have to contribute, and find your way of translating also, because it is sometimes it's a huge task for translation topics, and I think this works very well when you take time. That's most important. Like don't stress it. Take your time, be open-minded, listen, and try to translate, and then I think that those ideas find their level or their frequency where they exchange very fruitfully.
Yeah. So you focused on searching for CCI and the companies you selected for today. You focused on these ones that are open-minded, or how do you select them?
Well, I hope that open-mindedness would be a selection criteria for all of them. Um, as we divided this Living Lab process into two stages, the first being interviews, where we really try to get into the topic on very detailed levels, and the second one being this workshop where all the practical points of view come into play. We tried to select the industry parts, of course, from the from a variety of industries that really shape the region, and also crafts and skills that are needed. And on the creative side, we hope that we found a balance between entrepreneurs and people that are responsible for the culture and creative industry on a kind of networking governmental level, or policy level, because those are different positions with the same goal to strengthen CCI as much as possible. And so you need both of those views, and I think industry also wants both of the perspectives in the debate, because it's not just about that type of genius creativity that comes into play when you talk about creativity, but it's also creative processes, like being able to develop a process also in terms of policy and advocating for your branch. That's also a kind of creativity that's needed, and I hope that the group that we put together is in a pretty good shape and represents all of this in a spectrum.
It is a lot of fun. This is what I can say right now, because we are at the Living Lab and we are living the lab in the moment. So my last question would be, even if it isn't finished until now, so what was the learning of the test case? What is your learning until now, or what do you think you will say tomorrow to this question?
Maybe my answer tomorrow would differ, I would assume. But for the moment and for now, I would say, like, do it. Like, if you feel that you need those processes, and if you feel that you need to invest in having those new talks and new spaces where you can develop new ideas, then do it. Go all in, whatever it takes to come up with a location like this, and set something up in an environment where people really feel, hope they feel good and energized. Then that's my main learning throughout the InduCCI project and Living Lab, and on this day. Do it. Go all in.
Go all in. That's nice. Thank you very much, Boris.
You're welcome.